Okay. Oh no. What is this spot? Is this like, what political statement are they making right now? I love the like uber racist. Would you eat here? Excuse me.
Sorry.
Would you? What does this mean? Oh, don't get hit. She's freaked out too. Yeah, I like what, like explain how this is not. Are there any black people in there? If there's any black person in there, they really need to pay attention. They must not know. This feels like, I just feel like I've been profiled or something. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ladies. Madame. Madame. Bonjour. Hey, homie. Parlez-vous English? Come on, man. What is this? What is that? The fuck?
Stereotype, that's just being judgmental. That's some hell no. That's an abomination.
So here I am standing with not one, but two niggas in Paris. Ha ha ha! The irony. Do you like that song?
Yeah. Yes, very.
Yeah, very much. Are you okay when all your white friends are like, oh, please, niggas in Paris?
No.
No. Do they say niggas in Paris or niggas in Paris?
Niggas in Paris.
Nah, right. America leading the way again. That's 3 for America. Now, do you think that France deals with racism? Do you think that there's racism here?
No,
No?
no.
Okay. You're only the racist against ugly people who can't dress, yeah.
Yeah.
And then who wants to deal with them anyway? What is your experience growing up as a person of African descent in France?
I was born here, so I'm not like I'm not feeling like I'm really African. I'm going in holidays over there. I'm not staying more than 2 or 3 months. So for me, I'm more French than African.
So you would identify as a Frenchman?
Yeah, to me, yes, because I know when I'm in France, a lot of people, because of my skin color, they think I'm, like African style. But when I'm in Africa, they took me like a French guy. So
Really?
I'm between the two.
In France, we don't really label ourselves as like black or white. That's kind of considered racist.
Wait, but you sound like you're British. How are you saying that?
French and British and Jamaican.
So what you're basically saying is, I'm black.
It's very strange because I grew up in a white family, so I don't really see myself as black. Well, I don't really label myself as black at all. Like, that's not something I would say when I talk about.
But you talk white, so I mean that makes sense. And you've got that good hair. Which I'm for my natural-haired sisters is a joke, because there's no such thing as good hair. I was raised by my mama right, but it is nice, soft, and wavy, and you could be in a video. As a black American in Paris, how do you think that relates?
I wouldn't consider myself African American. I think my identity it's very different. I grew up in Nigeria. I was there till I was 18, so it's home. I'm still African, but an African that has experienced many different cultures, so I'm a little bit different from the typical.
France can be a little bit discriminatory towards people of African descent. Have you noticed that since being here?
Not really, no. I think I've noticed it more in the States than I have here so far. So, no, I think people have been friendly and open. I mean, it's tough, right? Because you don't look like them, and so I think people aren't necessarily as quick to not accept you, but quick to open up to you. People tend to hang out with people that share their experiences. So in a way, I can kind of understand that it's harder to make friends.
I mean, French people see themselves as like really open-minded people, when in reality, we do have a lot of issues that we're not really facing. And the problem is that we try to avoid the real problems.
So it's sort of like, oh, I have black friends. Oh, yeah, I have black friends. I love black people. And then you realize they only have one black friend. What is it like to be a young black man in France? Have you ever experienced racism here?
Yes, when I was little, at school, they say they make a racism joke, but now people have more respect about me, and I think that it changed because they had more black people in French, and we are stronger.
Yeah. It's way better to be black. It's way cooler. I would have to agree.
But I think it's kind of the same in the States, where I feel that black people from Africa find it a little bit easier to assimilate to in the general community than African Americans do. Well, I think people are more accepting. In America, people tend to brush everything under the carpet.
It has to be in a category. Yeah.
So everything is a lot more PC. So I think over here, people are just a lot more open. So I don't know if Americans are more race obsessed. I just think that people in Paris are, but that's probably because they're a lot more open about talking about those things.
Oh, I am over this racist bullshit. You think this is funny? You think you can just play around and sing and laugh? Yapla boom. I got some yapla boom for you. Look at those big old coon lips. Nappy hair. Obvious racist. Obvious. Just obviously either that or he's a Japanese kid that's really trying to like assimilate into like black culture. If that's the case, I like this style. I mean, with the bow tie and everything, that's sick. But if not, that shit is fucked up. That shit is racist. What's your feeling on how France deals with African immigrants?
Because in France, people are racist, yeah, I think. Yeah, a lot of people is racist.
You heard it here from a real French white man.
But that's my point of view.
Why do you think that?
I like black people. I like.
I got some black friends. Yeah.
Not sure, but I like
The situation of the world is very hard in this moment. So for me, it's natural that kind of things happen.
Exactly, and if you didn't have illegal immigrants, who would sell you cheap crap? You know, nobody. You know, in your country.
You can see the black guys that are trying to sell some souvenirs.
Yeah, I got my mama a fake Louis purse.
They are illegal immigrants, but they are in risk of their lives because the police is always hunting them. Always.
Why are people so averse to people moving from other countries here?
I think France, our country has a problem with its history. How do you call this? The colonization, and it's something that we have a lot of problem to assume it. So it's a work in progress in France to accept that we did some kind of wrong things in other countries, and so we received some help from our former colonies, and then we call for them to help rebuilding the country. We haven't been very fair with them because we put them into kind of faraway suburbs.
Like Moroccans, a lot of the Moroccans.
For instance. Yeah. And today there is kind of a huge problem between these immigration people that has been treated very bad and don't feel accepted in our country.
Although we like to think of ourselves as like a really open-minded country, there are still issues that we're not facing, and we are quite the opposite. We are all about our history, and we're kind of like stuck in the past because it is a bit of a postcard destination when you come to Paris. You know, you're expecting a certain, and we live with that image, and we're kind of like afraid of like moving forward because our history is so important and it's so beautiful and whatever that we're kind of afraid of moving on and doing like trying new things and opening our eyes to like other cultures and other things because we want to preserve what is seen as like the beauty of France. So that's why immigrants find it hard to like fit in because they would probably have a lot to bring to the table, but we're not really allowing any of it to, kind of get in the way of the postcard.
Is there any solution for it? Like, what is a way to fix this?
Just one: education, and try to be. I don't know exactly the word in English, but tienes que tener amor. You have to keep love in your heart, and the government has to think different. But it is up.
Yeah. Who knows? There is no perfect answer. How would you discuss if some girl's like, "Oh my God, you're in Paris, niggas in Paris"? How does that sit with you?
I mean,
that happened to me recently.
It happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Where does that come from? Like, I mean, a black man did make that title. He chose it, And I love the song until like you get your Facebook account hit by like some crazy white chick going, "Niggers in Paris, wee!"
Does it make it any better if it's a black person that says it?
I don't know. See, that's a very interesting thing because I love it. I loved it. You know, I grew up in a home where my grandmother, who, you know, had a real job, you know, and worked around white people all the time, would call us nigglets. It comes from our history. You know, it's in our background. It's not like my grandmother hating us. She hated us more just because we were loud than because we were nigglets. Un, deux, trois. That's supposed to be, I think this is either Michelle or Kerry Washington. You know, Kerry Washington, yeah. They're like, because Michelle's teeth are a little bit bigger, and I know that she probably wouldn't wear hoops with that outfit. She's a very classy lady. I just don't even approve of this. America does not approve, although I like the nipples. They look good.